help. It's up to you only. Highest wages and low productivity charity. Low wages and high productivity is exploitation. Low wages and low productivity is a trap. High wages and high productivity is ideal. So the solution comes to be at the last place. Why customers quit? Please, 1% die.
Please wrap it up.
Yes, 3% move right, 5% other go friendship, 9% competitive reasons, 40% because of product dissatisfaction, 68% because of attitude of indifference. Thank you, gentlemen. I have got more slides, but I have got a call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bhalla. You really focused. One of the best things that I have really liked in your presentation in any company, employees first, because only satisfied employee can engage with the customer, and only then the customer can be satisfied. This is very important. The organizational culture always grows from top to bottom, never bottom. So thank you very much indeed for your wonderful presentation, both of you gentlemen. Very good presentations, but we are just short of time. But still, they have been able to send a proper message, and there are many takeaways from this presentation and Mr. Bhalla's presentation. Both. Now we have another very distinguished speaker, Mr. Param. He's a startup in office systems. So, Mr. Param.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is my scheme of saving time, not getting up from here and reaching there. Yeah. So I come from world of startups. We have this co-working space, which is a chain in this region. We have 3 or 4 spaces, and we work around 300 users. So working directly in the services industry, we obviously this is something which is hospitality based. A co-working space is a place where we see a lot of different people every day. We have different startups, and we have different expectations out of people. Because they say when you have people in your home, your tough job starts then. So once people come in and sit, our job starts then. So this is something we felt that that is of the highest order in our industry. So when someone asks me, you are a co-working space, which industry do you fall in? So I say hospitality, real estate, and education. We fall in 3 industries. And this is the toughest thing that we are doing. So in terms of hospitality, I think it's entered into, we all are in hospitality industry if we are engaged with customers anyhow. So we need to take care of that part completely. And when I say completely, it cannot be just by words or mere, keeping a couple of community managers and relationship managers and just talking to people. When I say handling 300 people, you need to introduce technology at some point. It may not be the best thing for startups, because generally when startups come up to us and ask, I want to do this, मैंने इसके बारे में app बना दी. So there doesn't have to be an app for everything, but there has to be a sweet spot, a place where you introduce technology. That now we need to scale up, and without technology we cannot scale up. Because imagine me talking to 300 people every day is not possible. One of our mentors actually got into a problem once. When 15 different startups or entrepreneurs wanted to meet him one day, and he was really short of time, like we are today. So then we introduced, we thought of a software. We have this mobile application. I'm discussing this because this is something very practical and internal that we do every day. We have this mobile application. We divided it into a lot of features. One of them is stories. People can discuss their stories, because when you have a community in place, there has to be a story exchange. One of them is a help desk ticket, because this is a big issue that we face every day. Earlier, we used to have a WhatsApp group. So what happened was, it was very practical to have a WhatsApp group of all 300 people. What happened was, people was putting in help desk tickets as well. Someone was saying internet is not working. Someone was saying I need to contact this mentor. And someone was saying we are in pre-seed stage and we need to raise funds. So it was a total chaos. And ultimately, that WhatsApp group crashed one day when the electricity of the building crashed, because people started shouting in the WhatsApp group. So then we felt we need to differentiate everything. So we have this mobile app. Everyone does. I think if you have noticed, buying a policy from Policy Bazaar, it's a very simple thing. We just call it a BOT bot. But it's a very detailed technology that they guys implement. So I went there to buy a policy. Almost everything was asked to me, asked from me by bot. So starting from my name, my previous policy, my existing plan, my expectations, everything. And I think the customer care executive only came in to take money from me. That's the only thing, right? So we generally call it a bot, but there's a huge amount of technology behind it. The technology not only serves the purpose of making it easy for the customers to buy things, it also collects data. It also collects an enormous amount of data, which gets segregated into analytics. So they do all sorts of analytics on that data based on that one single bot placed on the website. So earlier, so this actually happens at a stage. Not that you have 10 customers coming in every day. You are owner of a small shop and you implement a bot or something on a technology on your doorstep. So it happens at a certain stage. Paytm once finalized that they're going to give cashbacks anyhow. So even if someone does a help desk ticket, to claim the cashback, why not automate it? There was a local call center who was serving that purpose for Paytm for 3 long years. So people used to call up and say, I haven't got my cashback, I haven't got the product delivered. And there was a whole lot of cost involved in running that call center and running 700 people day and night. So one small feature introduced in Paytm solved that purpose completely. So this is how it solves, the amount of human effort required in all such things is enormous. So you need to understand that particular spot. In tech, what can I say? It's everywhere. Earlier, so once someone asked me what's the difference between an orthodox business and a startup, and on a lighter note, I said, कि पुराने business के आगे tech लगा दो वो startup हो जाए. So finance business होता था, आज का तो नहीं है. 1500 साल पुराना होगा. Education business था, आज का तो नहीं है. They have been teachers forever. But when you add tech to it, it becomes a startup. So that's how they do it. Just because they want to make it easy for the customers, they want to make it easy for the employees themselves, and they want to bring out a lot of things in a small span. So yeah, I think we're almost there. In case you have any questions, you can connect with me offline. I know we are in a hurry. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have three very distinguished panelists out here. First of all, I would like you to give a very loud round of applause for all of them. And secondly, at the one of the greatest learning that we all know that at the end of the day, what matters. It doesn't matter the people who gave you something, who sold you something, gave you some service, but a person never forgets how you were treated. Same thing applies to the customer. So no matter you don't give him a discount, but how you treat the customer during the sale and after making a sale, that matters a lot, and that engages you emotionally with the customer. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I think even Mr. Allah wanted to say something about how the tea bags were launched. He just
I have been activated by my boss. I've spent and invested in the employees. They are the person to take it forward. How does the tea bags came to be? Tea bags, आजकल फैशन है. 5 साल में जाओ, 10 साल में जाओ, 1 साल में जाओ. टी बैग्स घर में डालते हैं. This came from a poorest worker. During British rule, जब चाय की छानी बजाती थी, तो चाय का बुरा, तो उन्होंने पूछा क्या करें इसका? तो वहाँ जी poor labor, इसे कपड़ा लाओ, कपड़े में डाल दीजिए, ऊपर गर्म पानी डाल दीजिए, तो चाय बन गई. So the tea bag today, it has origin from that brain who was only a worker on this side. So invest on your employees, they will carry forward.
Thank you, Mr. Bhalla. So employees first, then of course you have a satisfied customer. That is the takeaway from here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Vishwas. Okay. I think Mr. Vishwas will do the honors. I think that everybody would like to take
So please give a big and loud round of applause. आइए देखिए काफी अच्छा इन्होंने बोला.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, very good feedback. Yes, sir. Professor Sophia, इनका बहुत ही शुक्रिया. जरा एक मिनट भल्ला जी जरा तालियां बजाइए प्लीज. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mehta, for moderating this session in a very, very hard time. Thank you very much. Now, in fact, we have Mr. Vishwas, who is the CEO of NK Group, has requested him to formally propose the vote of thanks, and also he can do the summation of the things that has been done since morning. Since he has been a very, very active business since morning, and since we had so many technical sessions, so probably I will request to kindly narrate all those points in bullets, whatever is in your mind, and finally then we can wind up the session.
Good evening, everybody. And at the very outset, I would like to thank the audience who has been wonderful and very cooperative. And I think most of you are here and very few people have left. And I hope that this was a very interesting day for you. And because you have invested your time from your busy schedule. And every month we are going to have one conclave like this. That is, next time it will be in Ranchi. And after that, the schedule will be announced soon on the website. So I think I would like to thank the audience for this wonderful participation. And then I would like to thank the dignitaries and the comprising of the speakers and the chairs. And in particular, I would like to thank for Smart Manufacturing and Industry 4.0, Upendra Singh Dinka, Sanjeev Singh, Vikas Gupta, Harpreet Singh, Kunal Puti. And for the risk of unauthentic certification, Sona Sena Sharma. For the quality culture to enhance performance, I would like to thank Dr. Manish Kumar Jindal, Mr. Somnath Ghosh, Virat Devar, Vikas Chandra, Vinod Sharma, Dr. Indrajit Bhattacharya, and Samira Saluja. For the theme predictive and preventive maintenance, I would like to thank especially Colonel Rajiv Bhargav, Mr. Sudhir Gupta, Rahul Thakur, Professor Naresh Chawla, and for the theme on improving customer engagement through effective technologies, I would like to Ajit Mehta, Abhay Singh, Param Kalra. So we did have a very interesting day, and then just to wind up, I would like to say that there are two things that we have been focusing on. That is excellence in our manufacturing process, which may be in industry 2.0 or industry 3.0, and we have also talked about industry 4.0. So that is more of smart manufacturing. So there was a question which like with a very intelligent question, that is, can we leap from 2.0 to 4.0? So definitely we can. And it is not that 4.0 asks for a lot of investments. It is basically you have to invest in sensors and your program logical controllers and your hardware and software for uploading the data and getting the decisions through algorithms which you have set up on the. So that will come to a dashboard, and then you can take decisions on what to do if there is a problem. If there is no problem, then you will get the graph which is going steady. So we can indeed go from 2.0 to 4.0. That's not a problem. But normally in 3.0, we would see that the companies have adopted robotics and automation. So we could start with low-cost automation also, and it could be a fully automated. So there are various levels of automation that people are using, the more the quality assured for you. Because quality problems happen more with human errors. And presently, but earlier there could have been problems due to design faults. There could be problem because of your machinery not working properly. There could be problem with the material not being of the right specification which your vendor has provided. So all these things should be predicted. So if these can be predicted, then you will have lesser problems. So the more you kind of try to predict these things or build a check initially, the better it is for the processes, process deliverables. So for this, one very important thing that comes about that is required is that you need to upskill your staff, your manpower, because only with that they will be able to realize that what should go into the aspect of quality with regard to materials, processes, and all the inputs, and create less waste by implementing lean or other TPM, TQM, and all these tools. So even it is not that in the West also that smart manufacturing has evolved totally. In fact, I met a few Germans who had come to FICCI to deliver on the standardization for smart manufacturing, and they said me that even we are way backwards. I mean, we have a long way to go. But only thing is that they have streamlined their operations to have maximum reliability through the data collection, okay, not on the human interventions. So Germany, Japan, and maybe to some extent like Korea have evolved in this field, and we are only just trying to learn from them. So it may be very easy for Microsoft, MSME industries to implement them because in a small setup, it really doesn't require much investment. So you can have these data collectors and then dashboards to get the data and then predict and then basically assess as to what is going wrong and what is going right. But first and foremost thing is that unless we have a quality culture, we cannot have any of these things working right. That is industry 3.0, 4.0, or this robotics or cobotics or whatever it is. We must have a quality culture in the industry. Then only it can go forward. So it is seeing that this kind of culture is more prevalent in the south, and that's what we have observed. I have observed through the supply chain. When I was with Maruti, then we observed that in the south, people were more proactive. So one has to be very proactive and predictive about things. Then only these things can be implemented very nicely in a steady way. So one good thing I came to know today about is nanotechnology. That is how it empowers the predictive and preventive maintenance. I had not known this before, and about the maintenance audit. So these things basically they create an awareness in the company, in the organization. So if anybody requires more information on this smart manufacturing practices, then they can get in touch with us, either with Dr. Jitendra Singh or myself or my colleagues, and we would be happy to answer that to the best of our capability. And I would like to thank our national partner, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for giving such a wonderful support through their office here and directly from Delhi, because at QCI we don't have a office or any support staff here. So I'm sure that you must have learned a few things, a few takeaways from today's conclave. And I would also like to thank the press, the media, the PR team here, and also my colleagues here, that is Pooja Shukla, Abhishek Singh, Sanjay Singh, Anand Qureshi. I think, and Ashish Gupta, leaving out anybody. So I think I've covered everybody and not to do injustice to anybody. So thank you very much and look forward to you. In case you are interested in attending any other conclave, then please do write to us. We have more conclaves we have fixed up conclaves every month, and this will be happening all over India. So thank you for your patience.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude today's deliberations and we vote of thank from Mr. Biswas. In fact, he has